Hey, welcome back to Stress Less, Soar More. Today might be a really pivotal devotion for us, for you. For me, I know it definitely is and was and continues to be every day. If you turn to Isaiah 53:5, Isaiah 53:5, we've heard part of this verse on the relaxation devotion, but today I want you to think about the whole verse, because then we have an important question to ask and to answer. Isaiah 53:5, but he was wounded for our transgressions. He was bruised for our iniquities. The chastisement for our peace was upon him, and by his stripes we are healed. Think about that one more time. But he was wounded for our transgressions. He was bruised for our iniquities. The chastisement for our peace was upon him, and by his stripes we are healed. So when you really grasp God's mercy and grace compared to what we deserve, and not basing that on looking at our neighbor and saying, oh, I'm better than our neighbor, because that is just deceitful. But looking at our holy God and how he can't stand sin because it's destructive, and if you don't turn from sin, it eventually leads to death. His love is so powerful that he sent his son but he was wounded for our transgressions. He was bruised for our iniquities. The chastisement for our peace was upon him. He carried that all for us, and by his stripes we are healed. On page 23 on Stress Less, Soar More, a devotion ministry to encourage faith and diminish stress. You can order that on Amazon or Barnes & Noble. It says, what would it look like if you were soaring? If you were soaring and not struggling right now, what would that look like? And really take time to write about that. But also take time to include the verse we just read about that. So the two verses is Isaiah 53:5, and then also Isaiah 40 verse 31, because it talks about those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength, and that is what God desires to do for us. So, but those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint. Isaiah 40:31. Both our verses come from Isaiah. But if you live every day in the joy of what Christ has done for us, when you read that about, but he was wounded for our transgressions, and it wells up inside of you this almost tearful gratefulness, then you will start to know what it's like to have days where you just soar on wings like eagles. So write about what it would look like. What would it look like physically? What would you be doing different? Would you be getting up with more joy in the morning, with less stress? Would you add something to your day? Would you hug people more? Would you say more kind words to other people? Would you love people and demonstrate that love? Would you include exercise and to take care of yourself so that you have energy to serve other people? What would your day look like? Go through and write a day of what it would look like if you were soaring. And what was fueling that is Isaiah 53:5.